Hello. I hope you guys can hear me. I do have my AC running. I also don't know who's going to show up. This is super, super random right now. But I'll wait for this playback to work or not work or anything. So see if anybody's even here. Just say one person's here. But I do want to do some writing sprints. I do want to do some stuff. So I'm just going to put some beginner time right on up here and share the screen. Also, I have a kitten who's causing like chaos. He's trying to climb into the bookshelves right in front of me. I'm not sure what he's doing. It's not my kitten. I guess it's my girl's kitten-ish. But I'll give it a few more minutes and see if anybody wants to show up, because I wanted to get some things done. And I really wasn't doing Camp NaNoWriMo or anything. I just felt motivated tonight to do things, do all the things. So let's see if anyone shows up. In the meantime, I'm going to share the screen. Let me get that all. This cat, I will show anybody who wants to see what this cat looks like. The cat, when I get this up. I'm going to set this for 15, and then whoever jumps in, jumps in. Setting it right now. We're starting it on up. And who jumps in, jumps in. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. All right, cool. I'm going to mute myself, and maybe there'll be some more people who want to jump in a few minutes. So see you guys, or you, or whoever then. Okay. All right. The bomb does go off and it makes a really loud noise. So I forgot to warn anybody who's still here, or anybody who was here about that. But yeah, it scares me every time. This time I saw it like 6 seconds before, so I kind of wasn't as scared, but it was still a little scary. And for whoever's there, this is Kermit. He's named by my girls because they're obsessed with Muppet Babies. And he doesn't like to let me get anything done. So that's him. He's psycho. Absolutely psycho. So looks like there's still a few of us here. So thanks for joining me, guys, whoever is still with us at the moment. I appreciate you jumping in. Yes, Kermit says hello. There's actually an interesting story that goes with Kermit. I had told my boyfriend he wanted a cat for the girls. We have a dog who's over here too. Schnauzer named Theodore. He's mine. I got him when I graduated college. And I told my boyfriend that we could go to one of the cat cafes in our town, our city, and like look at 1 or 2-year-old cats because he really wanted a cat. And the girls could meet the cat. And they have coffee there. So I was super excited. And he's like, yeah, we'll do that. So in May, I finally went and visited my family for the first time during quarantine. And then he sends me a video saying I'm going to hate him. And he has like 2 kittens in our bathroom. And most people would love that. However, I wasn't prepared, and I'm somebody who has to like be super organized. So when I saw these 2 tiny kittens and a litter box in our bathroom, I was like, this isn't what we planned. And the other kitten went to a friend. But honestly, Kermit's he's really good, except for like, he just wants to be all over me. But maybe he'll go away. He was trying to like catch something on the wall that wasn't moving at all. Oh, you didn't hear the bomb. Yeah, I kind of turned it off too because it scares me. But so for those who don't really know me, I'm Jenny, or the right mama. And I've been on here since I think NaNoWriMo, so November. And I have a book that should be coming out from a small press. It was supposed to come out in December. However, things are changing because of life and COVID. So it might be like late winter, early spring. I got a feeling. But anybody get any writing done? Who's here? Say hello, and then we'll jump right into another sprint because obviously doing this super last minute, I want to get some writing done. I got some coffee. I'm ready to go. Witching hour. I know that like Brooke and Courtney do those. It's kind of how I feel. Let's see. The novel Nana commented. Let's see. Trying to get all my scraps of paper and gathered up to one place. The series Bible. That's awesome. I've always been intrigued by series. So people who write series, that's great. I would love to. And when I was a kid, like I was very much into fantasy. I was writing all these fantasy series. And I think in the back of my mind someday I'd love to write fantasy again. But that's awesome. Good for you. I half dealt with a kitten and I half reviewed. I'm an editor as I go, and I'm okay with it. So I was rereading the beginning of a chapter for this work in progress that I just started. So kind of getting back into the swing of things. Anybody else want to share if they worked on anything? I still think there's only a few of us, but I appreciate people joining. That makes me very happy. This cat just scratched my finger jumping off me. But I know somebody else has I think, live sprints right now too, which I didn't know. But it's like, let me just do this. I haven't been on here in forever. Oh, someone's here. Let's see. Hello, Connor. Trying to restart my novel that I made when that's cool. I mean, I'm guessing you're not 12-ish anymore. Maybe you're a little older. But I think it would be cool to go back to something you wrote like forever ago and like kind of make it your own at a different age when you have more experience. I think that would be cool. You might be 13. I could be totally wrong. But if you're not 12, that's really unique. That would be interesting for me to do because I wrote some crazy stuff back in the day. It's pretty cool. You're almost 15. Okay. Okay. That's still cool, though, that you've been writing since you were 12. And you're probably looking back at what you wrote at 12 and saying, oh, I can do this like triple. I can do even better now and kick some butt. That's awesome. Good for you. That's really cool to have those copies. That's something maybe someday I'll look back and want to do something like that too. I like it. I know Sage said, no writing for me right now. I'm still fighting. It's because you have a ghost. You're going to have a pen fly out. I was at that sprint. The sleepover. Was it the sleepover the other at with Savvy? I remember something that you had a pen jump out and there was a ghost haunting you. I hope you're surviving the ghost. The ghost world. All right. Cool, guys. Well, I say let's jump into another sprint. I'll do another 15, and I'll kind of just do like short little 15s and see how it goes. See if anybody else wants to join. If not, I'm okay with that. I am all right with it. The goal, let's see. I think that's hilarious. That's funny. Let's see what this said. Hit the ground running for nano. Yes. Honestly, my goal, and I've always done NaNoWriMo, but never to the point of writing a whole book in 1 month. I realistically cannot do that. That's just not for me. I've always just tried to write a little bit more in November. That's been my personal goal. But this year, I definitely want to finish this work in progress by December 1st. So right now, I'm like on page 35. Not far into it at all. So it might be a pretty intense NaNoWriMo from this point. I know. Her ruler, magic systems become real life. All right, so I'm gonna go back to sharing the screen and let's do another 15, see how it goes. I hope the ruler doesn't take over for too long. And I will let you hear the bomb. I'll unmute if I can see it close enough. But I'll push start. And let's see. Where am I? Okay, and I'm gonna mute myself. Here's the sound for whoever's still here. Oh my gosh. I definitely need to put Kermit downstairs because he's the worst right now. He's running around here like trying to jump on walls and like spider monkey the bed and clawing into my legs. And right now he's gonna like bite through my charger and I'm not paying for another one of these. So how did we do for those who are still here? If you just joined us, say hi. It looks like Sage is going to reboot. It's also 5 o'clock where she is. So go reboot. And if you fall asleep, that's okay. This cat is biting through my cords. So I'm almost done reading this chapter. It's taking way too long. I also don't know exactly how I'm going to start this next chapter. I'm like a plantser. I've talked in some of my videos. I do usually like a general outline. I actually have an idea of where I'm starting. This story is definitely kind of just moving right along, which is exciting, even though I'm only on page like 30-ish, 35. But really excited about it. Super exciting. So how did everybody else do? Did anybody focus? Did anybody just fall asleep? Let's see. Someone said, oh, you just got here. Let's see if I can. We are the Twin Tails got here. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. I don't know why it's not letting me put your thing up here. I'm sorry. Let's see what else is going on. Connor got about a paragraph and a half done by hand. Good for you. Do you write by hand often? I used to, when I was 15, I was using floppy drives or floppy disks. You probably don't know what those are. We were talking about that in Savvy's sleepover. I forgot who was talking. Oh, here's I just got here. Okay, now it pops up. Here we go. I used to use floppy drives. I'm sure a bunch of you guys know who I'm talking about, what I'm talking about with floppy drives. I get to page 80, and then everything would disappear. My mom brought so many floppy disks into school. She was a teacher, in hopes the technology teacher would be able to like crack the floppy disk and get all my lost writing. And nope, didn't work that way. Let's see. Got a page done. That's not bad. Progress is progress. That's way more than I did. I need to get this cat before. God, I don't know if you heard that. He's pure evil. I'm definitely putting him downstairs for this next sprint. But no, that's awesome. One page is great. My computer broke, so I have to do it by hand. That's tough. Ugh. Yeah, that's tricky. I remember writing in so many journals, Marvel journals, like through elementary school. I was always writing. I was one of those people. Let's see. And by hand is easier than on phone. I agree. I feel like having to do this and write a whole book would be super hard. I wonder if there's anybody out there who has done that or does that. There's not enough people really here to ask because I think everybody else types. But if anybody knows anybody who has written a book by phone, text, I would like to meet this human virtually if possible. So let's see here. There are still a few of us here. Oh my gosh, Kermit is the devil. I'll stop talking about him once he leaves me alone. He's cute, but he's also psycho. Pure psycho. Look at those eyes. Like he's ready to just like attack everything. Oh, really? I did not know that you only wrote by hand. That's great. I've only seen a couple of your videos, so I probably should check them out a little bit more. Let's see, another author tuber I watched tried to do that for an experiment. Oh, gosh, who was that? In the comments, when there's comments, link that in the comments. If you can find the video, I definitely will watch that. I'm just intrigued by that. I can still barely text as it is. Like, I just suck at texting. And then I go back and I correct myself because if I do like a misspelling or something, I think it's a writer thing. I still go back and correct myself when I mess up texts. I think that's the thing. I write by hand type. I am so impressed with all of these handwritten authors, writers. That's awesome. That's really, it's one of those arts that are going away. I love cursive handwriting. I write better in cursive than in print. And I wish it was still a thing. I do. Was it Kate Kavanaugh? I'll have to like stalk all of her videos and check that out. Oh, a few people just showed up. We have Amy. Hello. Welcome. Who else do we have? Alley Cat. Oh, that's Connor. Sorry. Alley Cat. Hello. Welcome, guys. You all are beautiful. You're a beautiful human being. That's so kind. It's like definitely what you want to hear at midnight. It's midnight-ish here in Western New York. Good old Western New York. EST time. Well, that is a wonderful thing to hear. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. I'm not tech savvy at all. I am in ways. I do social media management and I do blogging and those kind of things for some businesses. And in ways I'm savvy with that. But then other times, like I was just trying to figure out how to save. I think I posted in AuthorTubers how to save to get the edits off the Word doc. I'm like, I've been using Word for how long? And I cannot get all the comments and the edits on the side. I just can't get rid of them. And I gave up. I'll look later. I might stay. Do it if you want. It's late here-ish, but not as late as it was for Sage. It's like 5 in the morning there. Let's see, how long am I sprinting? Honestly, I'm feeling good right now, which is funny. Because usually, like by midnight lately, I'm just like, ugh, done. Maybe it's the coffee. I don't know. I'd say maybe another half hour or even maybe an hour. It's only midnight, right? Maybe a few more sprints, we'll say. I've been doing 15-minute sprints, just quick, fun little ones. So maybe 45 minutes. Why not? Let's see. I love the positive community. All right. Isn't this the cutest mug, by the way? I don't know if anybody watched one of my videos where I did a shout out. I spelled it totally wrong it's Pink Kiss Pottery. Pink Kiss Pottery, but with 2 Ks. I totally spelled it. But I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this mug. Okay. So let's get, I know our names are, it's funny. I always thought that was very creative that both of our names, the right mom and the novel man, they're like play on the same thing. I like that a lot. This is very creative. I like that. That makes me laugh. Okay, I'm going to set up the bomb for another 15. And again, the bomb does yell at you. It's like a howler, but it explodes. The bomb makes a noise. So it scares me a little. But we'll do another 15. I'm going to go put the kitten downstairs so I can focus. So Kermit. Ooh. Kermit, say goodbye. I'm going to put him downstairs. And I'm going to push the button, start, and I'm going to mute myself. Happy writing. There it is. I tried to catch it for you guys. I'll turn it off now because I'm sure that may have scared some people. Oops. All right, there's a few more people who joined. Cool. How'd it go, guys? Welcome to those who decided to join in on this spur of the moment little sprint sesh that I decided to do. All right. So I finally finished rereading the chapter I wrote and I started the next one. I'm kind of really excited about it. I'm like, let's get to it. So I'll probably still do a couple more sprints after this. See, when I put Kermit away, I could focus. I know Kermit's really cute, but he is the devil. Gosh, I swear I'm going to have to buy a new charger because he's going to bite through it. I have a spray bottle that I've been spraying him. And I don't hate myself for it. All right. Such a small little mug. It's so cute, but I kind of wish it was a little bigger. I could use half calf coffee, so it's not super caffeinated. But all right, how did we do? I know there's always a pause. I can go and look back on my YouTube because I have it open and see if anybody wrote anything. Let's see. People were talking about voices. I have to look away from the comments or I will just stare at them and not get anything done. But let's see. Novel Nana and the We Are Twin Tails were talking. Oh, We Are the Animals. The voices in my head. You guys are funny. Let's see here. Oh, right. We got some coming in. Connor finished a page. That's way more than I have done. Maybe that's my goal for the night is to write a page before I go to bed because I just did reread a chapter. So Amy, 156 words and listening to some timber from Nightcore. What's that? That sounds delightful. I want to know what that is. That's cool. Row only. Stop saying only. And you did physically write it. Same with Connor. You guys are kicking butt. Wrote only 1.5 pages, but I also wrote here in the See, that's a lot. You are your mom twice because you're a grandmother. So you're like the ultimate multitasker. So you know how to do this. I'm still figuring this out with my girls. Like today, I was just done, handed the baton to my boyfriend. Said, you're putting the girls to bed. I'm going out on our new porch that we just got. And I wanted to get writing done, then my laptop died. So that didn't really happen. But I did get to go sit outside and let him handle the chaos. Because those children tire me out. They do. All right. Let's see here. Anybody else want to share what they did? If anybody just joined us, you're welcome to say hi. If I haven't met you, I'm Jenny. Jenny, the right mama. Whatnot. Oh, let's see. Search Nightcore Timber on YouTube. It's real nice. The song Timber. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. That one? I could be wrong. Then maybe it's not the timber we're talking about. But now I'm very curious. Maybe I'll have to listen to this. Amy asked what we listened to when we were writing. And I said, that's true. I listen to the voices in my head as well. I think a lot of us listen to those voices in our heads. Alley Cat, some editing. Very good. Awesome. I am impatiently waiting for my next round of edits, but I understand that COVID is causing issues, even with small presses. So I'm trying to be patient, but it's really hard. I really want my next round of edits. Saying it. I was a music geek growing up. My goal was to always be Annie someday, ever since I was in elementary school. And then the class right above me, I was in 5th grade. And then there was the middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And the year right before I went to middle school, they did Annie. And I was like, no. And all the 6th graders got the leads. And I was like, I could have been me. And then I think right before I went to high school, there was something with Annie too. And I missed it. I know all those songs. I think it was the freckles and curly hair. I connected. Let's see. Yeah, that song is Bob. It's in the night court. Sweet. Totally gonna check that out. Figuring out what I should. That's always a toughie. That's a tricky one. And that's kind of what I was figuring out as I was reading the end of the chapter. I was like, should I keep writing or should I just leave it? And I just left it. Sometimes you just got to leave it. And then, because I edit or I read like a chapter before. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll add this. And I left it. Let's see, I'm still a music geek. Yup. I was, let's see, in color guard 4 years in high school. I did all county, all state, chorale. What else? I was in musicals. I was Kim in Bye Bye Birdie, which was like the thing I brag about, but that's really all I got. That's all I have. Because then I started giving up because I got intimidated by all the other high school when we merged. Well, the other middle school, the two middle schools in my city merged for the high school, and I got intimidated by like all their big shots, and I just like, I'll just be the lead dancer and not sing at all. Biggest regret ever. I wish I had tried, but that's life. I agree too. Cliffhangers are great to end on. Let's see. Hello, Spill the Hot Chocolate. How long this lasts? Just hello, welcome. I'm thinking maybe we'll do one more 15-minute and then maybe like a 10-minute chill, cool down. Do a couple more. Maybe stay for another half hour because I want to get like a page done. I want to get a little bit more done. But I'm glad you found us. I want to do some more sprints. I want to do more sprints. I do want to do some during the day. I know it's tough, but I want to do some nap time sprints. I did those early on during quarantine when my girls nap, so I wouldn't like be lazy. That's usually like 1 o'clock to like when they wake up. So that might be coming. Keep an eye out if anybody needs something to keep them going during the day. That might be happening. Does anyone agree that 5 is the evenest odd number? That's a lot to think about right now. I get that 5 is the evenest odd number. No, I get it. I'm with you on that. That's funny. I skipped somebody on the new edition. Oh, I'll have to check that out too. Let's see. I saw color guard is hard, my friend. I didn't do rifle. I wasn't too good with rifle, but I did flag. I did the dance team in color guard too. It's hard. Looking back, people make fun of like, you went to band camp. Heck yes, I did. We literally did 2 days. We would go in the morning from 9 to 12 and then be back for practice 6 to 9 at night. And then sometimes in between there, we were like trying on like stuff and then we were like 7 minutes straight, just booking it around a football field and like in and out sousaphones. And I don't know how I had that energy. It's hard. Ugh, I hate COVID because see, that sucks. That's what I really feel bad for, especially because you're 15. Like, you're in high school and you need to experience all that. And it stinks that people are not able to do it. And I understand. I'm not going to get into it. But I also understand that you should, we need to be safe. But I really do think schools should go back. Like, even like some people are saying every other day so they can be spread out. But at least socialization has to happen safely-ish. And they also should get library story time back for kids because my girls need to do something. But I understand. I get it. I get it. We need to be safe. I do. Is anybody from a state, one of the crazy quarantine states? I'm curious. New York isn't on there yet. And I'm in New York. So, oh, thank you, Amy. That's so sweet. I'm a talker. I'm a goofy talker. I love to do these. This is super random. I just was like, I'm going to do these tonight. But like I said, I might do some during the day coming in next week. And then I'm also there's another AuthorTube virtual retreat in September that I just signed up for, finalized with Keelan. I'm going to be on a bunch of those too for some lives. So those are really fun. I'm really excited about that. But I want to do some more. I'm staring at this calendar page. We're doing stuff. Yeah. I get it. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll be able to do it through Zoom. Like take pictures. Actually, someone I know is a model, and she did a photo shoot through video chat, and it came out really, really good. And I don't know how that was even possible. Come from a huge family. What? 10 older siblings? Your mother. I am over here like crying inside all day with my twins, and that's just 2 children in 1 pregnancy. Your mother, my hero. Holy crap. That's very impressive. Very impressive. I grew up in a very weird family. I have 2 older half siblings. Then I have a younger bio sibling, and I actually do have like a baby half sibling as well, which I'm not going to get into. And then I have 2 step siblings. I have a very crazy family. But that's a big family. Holy moly. Let me get going through these a little bit more. How long? Oh, we already talked about that. Okay. Yeah, just a couple more, maybe like a 15 and a 10. Planning on doing that, but I need to figure out which sounds. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Oh, see, I love when people listen. This is great. I love how we're all communicating. I'm from New Zealand. You're in New Zealand? That's really cool. What time is it there? I find it fascinating when people are from different. Like there was Sage, who's from South Africa. You're from New Zealand. It is late, so it's really not for you, probably. So that's really cool. I love that. That's another reason to do more late night ones. Band camp, flute and tenor sax. I played clarinet for like 2 years. Not in band though, just in middle school. So kind of fake. It was an experience. Whew. Eat peanut butter. That's awesome. That's terrific. I love that. Peanut butter is the best. Once or twice, I bumped or almost bumped into it. I remember still having to like run through these 2 sousaphones with my like flag just like together just to book it, and it was freaking terrifying. I don't know how I did that. Looking back, I don't know how I did that. 4:21. It's almost dinner time for you, sort of. I eat really late though, so I'm 2 from South. This is so interesting. I love this. This is the reason why AuthorTube is just so wonderful, and live streams, and the fact that we can do this and support one another. I'll really quickly go through these, and then we will go through. Not mama, she had 4 of us there. Okay. But still 4. Like my friends, a bunch of my friends are on their 3rd child, and I'm over here like, I don't know. Once my girls are potty trained, they're almost 3, like, and I'm really working on it. Maybe I'll think about 1, but I'd have twin girls again. I don't know if I'd survive. So I might be okay with 2. Good for you. That's great. Percussionists were always like the cool people. The cool people of marching bands. See, I think she is from South Africa. I do think that's what she said earlier. I do. Okay, got it. All right. So let's do another 15-minute, and then we could just do a real quick little cool down. This was fun. I'm glad you guys joined me. Thanks all. Let me push start. And again, there is a bomb that goes off. So I'm going to mute, but you might hear the bomb. Okay. happened super fast. I feel like that just flew. I don't know if that was just me, but did that just like did that sprint happen in like 3 minutes for anybody else? Maybe because I was really like on a roll. I have this one character who's super socially awkward, and I'm trying not to come right out and say she's super socially awkward. Obviously, show not tell, and it's a challenge, honestly. I mean, I can be pretty damn socially awkward, but I'm really trying to not make it super obvious that she is, but she is. So, this book, the characters are, I just did a video on self-insertion. And of course, like I said, everybody kind of does in a way, but you don't want to like fully just make a character like you. So these characters are very not like me. Her social anxiety is a little different, but it's just, anyway, I'm babbling, rambling, whatever. So how do we do? There's a couple new people. That was not enough time. I usually don't do 15. I'll usually do like 20-ish, which 5 more minutes really isn't that much. But tonight, since this was so spread, the moment, I was like, let me just do 15-minute sessions and see what happens. But it was fast. Ugh. Hello. Amy, I meant to say hi to Dania, Dania, Dania. One of those has to be right. I like it, though. 10 words is something. And welcome to the chaos. We're almost done, but I'm glad you could get 10 words in. That's great. We'll still have a little cool down, which maybe be like 7 minutes. We'll do that, which isn't much, but let's get 10 words in. I think we can do it. I listened to My Heart Will Go On with an extreme echo and managed to get 4 to 6 words. I was getting distracted by a cat, so I totally get it. My dog's still over here. Got groomed today. He was at like a boarding place last week with like a family friend who owns a dog place. And he has hot spots. I don't know what those dogs did to him, but his hair was so matted. He's a schnauzer, and he just like dreadlocks, like what my hair turns into after like not showering for a few days, which I'm getting pretty darn close to that point right now. But he's just been, a hot mess. Dania, I think that's what I said. Nice to virtually meet you. I'm glad you could join us. I'll be doing some more of these too. This was super random today, but I'm really glad I did it. So anybody else have anything about what they did that they want to talk about, like a favorite sentence that they wrote they want to share? I'm going to actually, those are my favorite sprints to do, is when I always, instead of like telling me how many words you did, you just give me a sentence you wrote that impressed you. I like doing that. I'm actually going to do that for the Author 2 virtual retreat. I'm going to do a session and a panel I'm on, which I'm excited. I'm doing 3. But my sprint is going to be like shared sentence sprints. So share something cool you wrote. Let's see. Will you join? Because she's Midnight Chaos. It's still going. She still has her sprint going. Good for her. That's great. I don't know if I have her. I don't know if I follow her. I'm going to have to check it out. Oh, in 18 minutes. Oh, don't do that to me. Well, what we could do is end and then switch over. Maybe I could do like 1 sprint, but then I really might have to go to sleep. My girls are waking up early, and I also have to go. I'm going to my studio. Finally, I do aerial. Our studio is finally opening back up slowly. So I'm finally getting back into the swing of things-ish. So I'm doing that in the morning. Let's see. Love my tip. Thanks. It's definitely writerly. It's a typewriter with a cardinal in it and a whole bunch of flowers that represent my family. Cardinal represents my brother, and I love it. I wanted to add on to it this year, but COVID and finances didn't make it happen. So it made me very sad. Monster invasion. What happened? Is that what it sounds like here? Because my AC just turned on? It might be. Might be that. So what we could do is, since there's just a few of us left, I know a few people had to leave, we could just switch over to Cachet's. Amy, can you put in the comment here like what her page is called, and I can check it out, and maybe I'll join in for a few minutes. I'm guessing she's not an EST person, Or no, she's midnight. You said midnight chaos, so she must be central. But I could try to stop in and at least say hi before I pass out. I'm all for it. That would be fun. So, let's see. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Oh, okay. Kashe warm. Cool. Here. Oh, this is what I have to do. This person. There. Go check her out, guys. Let's, oh, it's a line from your story. That is what I just said. Oh, I'm intrigued now. I want to know more. That's good. Let me see if I can find a quick line for mine. I did write some interesting stuff here. It's pretty much, it's hard. My first sentence of this chapter was, there were definitely too many LED light bulbs at Swiggly's. They're at a bar. And it said there were also way too many mirrors. And then I go on to explain, because I just don't want to say that. I need to show just for like 2 sentences, because I don't want to be too crazy. But she dyes her hair, and she can see her roots in all the mirrors, and she's having an anxiety attack, but not saying it. When is your next stream? I don't know. Like I was saying, I do want to do some nap time streams, but I know that some people do work from home, and like a 1 p.m. EST to like 3 p.m. EST may not work for people, but I do like evening ones, so maybe I'll try to put some more on there. Maybe if you don't follow me on Instagram, _right_mama, I usually put it in my story if I'm going to have some. So you could check that out, or I'll just have them scheduled here. So I really want to get some more going. Keep an eye out. This was fun. I'll do some more late night ones. But I think it is time to wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming. And if you're here at the beginning, Kermit loves you, and he's the devil, and he will be back. He'll be back, I am sure, for some more streams in the future. But thank you guys for hanging out. Go to Kashe's channel, Kashe Warren, and maybe I'll say hello there real quick. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys soon. All right, I'm going to push end broadcast.